The card that sparked the original innovation for me for Paradoxical Outcome, Jewel, and no PO. We've learned a lot since then, so I think it's time to give it another whirl. Okay, today we are playing Desired. It is certainly as much a PO deck as it is an Echo or Desire deck. We played this on stream yesterday. It was an incredible amount of fun, and the power level is undeniable. For a while, I've wanted to make one of these shells that doesn't play Force of Will in the main, which of course allows you to play Lionside Diamond and Echo of Eons, and then post-board if you need the forces, you simply swap the forces for the LEDs and the defense grids. But now we are an LED Echo deck with defense grid. Since we don't have to worry about our blue count, we don't have to go crazy there. Although coincidentally, it has more blue cards than, say, like no PO or even Jewel a lot of the times. But that's because we do want to support Chrome Mox. But usually you can't play Chrome Mox because then you're fighting for blue cards with Force of Will, and it doesn't really work out all that much. But this is a totally different beast. This deck operates incredibly similar to the Epic Gamble, where you're looking to either have a totally busted turn one, or you just develop some mana, or you drop a grid. Or you do two of those things on the first turn, whether it be like grid into Echo shenanigans, or bunch of mana into Echo, bunch of mana plus grid, get them next turn, whatever. There's sometimes a little bit of tension with the way in which you deploy mana you can't quite get to Desire, or deploying resources to dodge discard, or Chalice of the Void, stuff like that. You hold them, you get discarded or hit by Chalice, you play them out, you dodge that, but then you draw into Mind's Desire, or you can't, or there's a Desire in your hand that you can't quite set up. These things happen. I believe we 3-2'd yesterday, and I 3-2'd in the league the night before. So it's pretty good. It is absolutely not terrible. Though this is the first, basically the first list I've made of its sort. It is as the result of making so many other mono blue combo decks. So there is certainly a wealth of education already just built into the deck because of the prerequisite builds that existed before it. Scroll Rack. We tested this in a different build. I forget what it was, but the card was incredible. So the idea is, oftentimes, you draw a lot of cards, right? You PO, whatever. And usually a large chunk of them is not what you want. Additional lands, excess grids that you don't need, ponders that you don't need to be casting, things like this. And Scroll Rack can just immediately turn them into a bajillion other cards. Now, it's not all that effective if you then turn around and just go for a PO and drop back into those cards, but we have Ponder to shuffle. Ultimately, what this will often result in is a Desire or Echo. You really don't need much to get going. We had a match yesterday. We had a Desire in hand. We had 2 soul lands and a blue source in play. And we were dead on board. We drew a Petal. We played Petal, or Opal, I think, whatever. Another blue source. We played Desire for 2. The first hit was Desire. The second hit was something. It was like a mana rock or something. And then we Desired. And it hit another Desire. And we cast our whole deck. It was awesome. One nice thing about this deck, as opposed to some of the other blue combo decks that I've created, is that the finish is very simple and easier to execute. You get Jace into play and you draw your deck. Pretty easy, right? Or you Desire your whole deck, you play Jace, you activate. Now, I did have 2 Otawara. That's what I swapped the Scroll Rack in for. There is some fragility involved, right? Needle on Jace would be brutal, but People don't necessarily know this. Also, it feels pretty risky to needle on Jace, mostly because it is. If Otawara is not in play, and they needle Jace, and they let us do our thing, most of the time we can just bounce it with Otawara. There is issues there, of course, because if you flip it with Desire, you can't actually channel it. But for the most part, we're going under Needle. And post-board against the Needle decks, we're bringing Echoing Truth, Chain of Vapor, probably Forces. I think game 1 Otawara isn't as much of a necessity, but it's nice to have. We're going to try it this way. I have 2 engines because the deck just makes a boatload of mana, and oftentimes it's a card you want to run into. You don't mind it as much in your opener. But Ponder feels a lot like Gamble in these lists. Usually Ponder is just trying to find the LED or the Echo so that you can spin it. But you also have the advantage of keeping 1-landers with Ponder, Island Ponder keep. And then we talked about it, the forces in the side, bounce spells, rest downs, and some removal. Pretty straightforward. Let's get into the first round. Okay, here we are in round 1. We are on the draw against Octophant. And this hand is not playable. It has some potential. I'm actually just going to keep it. I'm going to bottom the Jace. You're not allowed to imprint that one. Blue deck, huh? Wander. And go to our turn. What's the draw? Ooh, baby. Alright, alright. I think I'm just going to go in. I'm not even going to cast this Ponder. I get the feeling they just don't have it. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Now the fun starts, huh? Storm is 5. Let's get Monolith in there. I don't think we need to scroll rack. I don't mind pondering. If we find a Desire, we're just in there. Oh, baby. Here we go. Another Opal. And we're going to Desire for 10 right off the rip. Look out. That's a Jace. Nothing. Monolith is good. One Ring's pretty good. That'll. Yo. Deece. Engine, okay. Ponder. And. Alright. They are no longer interested in playing Magic. I don't blame them. Well. A decent start. Tundra, huh? So. The last 3-2 we had, both losses were against, I think they were both Tundra decks, but like blue, definitely blue soup. And what happened was we crushed them game 1 like that. I didn't play forces post board. I just stayed stuck with grids. And the same thing happened every game. People are playing a lot of hateful permanents, and that's what got us. So you can decide to either continue to play grids and bring in some bounce spells, or just take the grids out and the LEDs out and play a bunch of forces. And then you're just trying to like survive with forces, get a ring, draw some more cards, and kind of go off that way. I think the forces are correct on the draw. And then on the play, just going back to the grids is good. This is definitely not a perfect plan. I do still want some amount of bounce to rest down for like Lavinia or something. Trim. Engine. Probably the scroll rack. Scroll rack is best when we get to do our thing. And they're really going to be trying to stop us from doing our thing. It's worth mentioning we have 36 blue cards. Alright. This one's a little bit shy of doing anything. I don't hate this. Keep bottom one of the forces. You go Tarn Pass. They kept on 7. Another force, okay. Let's just get this Monolith out there. I will fight over it if I have to. Alright, we don't have to. Now we're hoping to draw blue source. Hopefully a Petal or Opal. That would be best. I would take a Chrome Mox. Anything that's going to let us Desire. It'll only be for 3, but it doesn't really take much for it to pop off, right? Okay, so we're playing against Breakfast. I don't hate the fact that we have all these forces now. Although, honestly, it kind of feels like just one force. I'm not going to be pitching anything but this Force of Will. Or Force of Negation. Depending on what we have to do. Okay, for whatever reason, Narcomoeba just freezes if my opponent activate or triggers or even casts Narcomoeba. This just happened to us yesterday. The game crashes. It also crashed 2 other times against different matchups, and the only fix is I can go play on a different computer. So for you, it'll be a quick switch, but I'm going to go set up on my laptop. The audio will probably be slightly worse, but I'll see you there. All right, we are back on my laptop. So they got an Archimedes on their end step with their meticulous archive. That was cute. They're going to brainstorm, and the amoeba's going to get in. Hopefully it doesn't crash my laptop if they do more amoeba stuff. Petal, opal, come on. Okay. Now we could PO. 3, 4, 5, 6. That gives us 2 mana post PO. Chrome Mox would be 3. Monolith would be 4. And their Soul Land would get us to 6. We would still only drawn 2 cards there is the problem. I think I just hold up these forces. We're not getting wastelanded. Alright, they're going to fetch in the upkeep. And they do have a full grip. Especially after brainstorming with the fetch, I would imagine there's going to be some threatening things coming in. No. Okay. They have 5 cards. Getting in with the jellyfish. Come on, let's go, baby. Come on. Echo is interesting, but still not what we're looking for. Plenty of blue cards to go around. I feel reasonably safe. Well, here comes Illusionist. They have 5 cards still. We're going to counter Illusionist. I'm going to pitch this Force of Negation. They force back. We can force that. We're going to pitch the Echo. Yeah, we're going to pitch the Echo. And we got to hope they don't have double force. We had triple force, but then I feel like we don't win that game anyways. Now we know they don't have permission left, so now if we draw Petal or Opal, this Desire might do some stuff. No. Could give up on the Desire, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna wait. Different story if I find like an island or something. Even drawing a ring or another blue card I might PO. Oh, there's the Opal. Alright, let's go Opal. Let's go Chrome Mox. You're gonna exile the Chrome Mox, huh? Okay. Okay. We could have waited a little more, but I chose not to. Because then you can utilize their interaction for more Storm. But we're certainly in trouble. It's a scary brainstorm. And fetch, they're going to go up to 4 cards. Wander. And there's the Illusionist. Okay. They got us on game 2. That was close, though. So now I think I'm going to come back off of the forces. Back on the LEDs and grids. Dress Down seems great. So we're going to play those. I don't hate Gut Shot. Probably a little too efficient to not be playing. What do we take out? We took out a Scroll Rack and an Engine. We got to take one more out. Probably a PO. Well, maybe a key. Alright, here we go. Game 3. Oh, baby. It's aggressive. I'm going to keep it. They mulligan once. Do we go for it? I think we do. And I think we put some material into play. So that if they have to force, we still have some things. I'll just go for one, just use one LED. Okay, so they do have the force. Now they only have 4 cards. We have 3 cards in play. We're definitely behind, but obviously Echo gets us back in it. I don't mind the fact that we have a Chrome Mox and a Voltaic Key in play. If we had a Ponder, we might be able to find an Echo. Alright, looks like they have a force and half their combo. Desire's not going to do it. And they just have it. Okay, well, sometimes they just have it. They had force with a turn 2. And we didn't have a grid or multiple echoes, something like that. It's alright. See you round 2. Alright, we are back. Not on the laptop anymore. Round 2 against Ermanator. We are once again on the draw. And our first opener doesn't do anything. This one is pretty good. I'm going to bottom the Echo. And hope that we just hit another blue card. If we don't, we can just one ring on one. We can go for the PO if we draw a blue card. If it misses, then we can follow up with one ring. Or vice versa. Not the worst. I think that means I wait. Ancient Tomb means I wait. Now I think Desire is the best draw. Petal, Chrome Mox, Opal, Desire. Brainstorm Fetch. Island, Island. Preordain. Interesting. Is this high tide? Could be some sort of show and tell. We'll find out. Desire? Echo. Let's see if we can ring. They are forcing, pitching, temporal manipulation. Take an extra turn after this one. Alright, opponent is goofing. And we're gonna smack them next turn. Unless they get us this turn. Temporal manipulation. God, I haven't seen this card since like EDH back in 2008 or something. Okay. Oh. I'm gonna see if we can PO. See if they will allow it. All you gotta do is find a mana source and a desire, and it is bonkers good. 1, 2, 3. Does put us still 1 mana shy of casting the One Ring after this. They have another force. This time pitching Brainstorm, they only have 2 cards left now. You get a Tundra, 3 cards, 2 cards. Beans? What is happening? Why are they playing a 5 mana Time Walk? Go One Ring, draw, play out this Monolith, play the Tomb. Maybe I should hold some cards for Scroll Rack, huh? Probably shouldn't have played the last Tomb. Berry, okay. Bounce the One Ring, yep. Ooh. Let's go One Ring, activate. Jace was not good. Let's desire for 2. Come on, hit another desire, please. Opal, Echo. Okay. Echo's risky, but here we go. Okay. This is pretty good. Do we have grid into a win? Grid, and then we have 2, 3, 4, 5 mana, but nothing to cast after it. Do you have grid into another Echo? I do have a win if I just go for it, but that's assuming they don't have anything. Let's try to Monolith. Maybe they don't have anything. Brainstorming, okay. What do you got? Force. Bummer. Bummer, bummer, bummer. Alright, let's play this Opal. Not really much use playing this grid. Okay. Oh, come on, man. Temporal Mastery. Draw a card, they're taking an extra turn. Don't really do too much with it though, right? More beans, okay. Now they ponder. I guess if they find another Time Warp, they get to draw more cards, take another turn. How many turns can you take in a row? We got 7 cards, 2 beans. Activate to Fairy. No more Time Warps, alright, good. Getting a turn. No Narset in play. We get to draw. A Hole Breacher. How about a grid? Really hope they tap 5 mana for a Force of Will here. And the other grid is pretty good. Yes. What? Even better. Is grid just gonna land? Is this 6 mana draw 2? Oh man. That's awesome. Okay, I'll play Key. Make a blue. Could cast Seagate. Could also draw 3 from this One Ring. I think I'll save that. I think I'm just gonna Echo here. Lay out City. Yeah, let's cast this Echo. Nice. Hit a Desire. And a PO. Okay, let's get some mana. Opponent is definitely dead. Go PO. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Storm is way up there. Romox. Print a Ponder. Play a Monolith. Play a Monolith. Opal. Blue, blue. Oh! I was just accidentally desired. Let's go for Seagate. Draw 14. No big deal. I'll go like this. I'll go like this. Oh, look at that. There's an engine. Sure, we'll do engine stuff. Why not? How many ways to win the game? Go like this. You can even scroll rack, but we don't really need to at this point. Plenty of mana. 21 cards in deck. Jace is in the deck somewhere. So let's just desire for 21. Alright. And I can even F6 because I have mana floating. Let them go. Just show them, you know? Just show them the whole thing. There's the JC. The JC boy is here. Here to party. Now, any way you want to win, right? Take a peek at 2 more cards in their deck. Turn 7, classic. Swords and Terminus. Okay, so it's like a Bant control deck, but it's got some time warps just so it can like take a couple extra turns with beans and whatnot. It's cute. I think we pretty much run it back though. Maybe I'm worried about Lavinia. Play a Dress Down. An Echoing Truth. That's Scroll Rack and a Key. Let's go. Okay. Well, I like that we have a Desire and an Ancient Tomb. I feel like this hand might fumble, though. I'm actually going to mulligan. Alright, this is better. I just get rid of the Echo. Although it's damn good if we find an LED. Maybe I get rid of one of the One Rings. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, we're both on 6. Imagine this is a Ponder. Yes, it is. Alrighty. Not a bad draw. Get in there. Forced. Shocker. Pitching Preordain, they only have 3 cards in hand. Here come the beans. And beans are in. At least it's not a hate piece. Another Opal. Well, can we get in? We cannot. They have another Force. What a perfect 6. Force, beans, Force. Now I'm wishing I had that other ring. Well, it's not going to take much to just put this Echo on the stack, but then that draws them 7 cards, so I'll be reluctant to do so. Do I just hold? I think I just hold. I'd rather wait for a Desire. At least get a Grid in play. Get a Grim Monolith. A lot of good draws here. There's one. We have 2 cards. Ring-a-dang-dang. Let's play out Petal. Opal. Get this Key into play. Now I draw. If they bind, at least I get a draw off of this Key. Ooh, they did not. Huh. I'm going to pass. I'll probably use this Petal to draw. Not right this second. A Cavern of Souls. Excuse me? On Merfolk, okay. What is happening? I guess they're taking an extra turn. Oh boy. Okay. Got themselves a land drop at that one. Let's draw. Ding ding. Untap. Take 2. Draw. Draw some more. Alright. Let's go. Get a Grid in. Force a Well. Okay. Get Monolith in. I just Jace? Kind of tapped out though. Echo feels very tempting. Let's just Echo. Let's go. Opal. Blue, play Opal. Monolith. Maybe a draw more. Yeah, let's draw 4. Actually forgetting about that. Desire? No Desire, but that's an Engine. So let's play that one. Did I win? Last card, Force plus Fluster. Wow. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to play Jace. And sure, I'll mill myself. Grid is not bad. Alright, we should have them next turn. Wonder. They have to find, like, a Time Warp. Nope, land. Love to see it. Alright. We are about to draw 1,000,000. Let's go. There's a Desire. Okay. This will activate Jace. Ooh, we hit an LED. LED. Let's... What the heck? We'll draw 6. Yep. Monolith. Play Monolith. Key. Make some more mana. Ponder. Oh, look, an Engine. Cast an Engine. Cast the spell. Since we have Jace in play, all we have to do is draw too many cards. No problem. We got that covered. Draw. They literally have 0 cards in hand, so draw. GG. Nice. We got him. 1-1, see you in round 3. Alright, we're back with round 3. Is this hand capable? It would be if there were a Ponder, but we have no other artifacts. I'm gonna have to mulligan this. This one is better. Has obvious problems, but I'm gonna keep it. We've got an LED, we have acceleration, we have protection, we have Ponders, we just have no blue source. We want blue source or Echo. Guess that's kind of annoying. That gets annoying because you gotta watch out for your Jace. Okay, that one's in. Like, if something like this is in play and you activate your LED with Jace in your hand, you just can't. You just can't. All right, we want to see blue source, echo, ring. We didn't want to see wasteland. Now I just want to see echo and restart. Yeah, that would have been good. Echo would be best at this point. I don't mind a soul land. I don't mind any land, because the blue land would cast Ponder as well. Gonna play some beans. They're still under this grid at the moment. Let's just get an echo and finish this. Come on. Huddle. That's gonna let me ponder. Which finds echo. Another LED too. How greedy do we want to get? Could get Opal first. Why not, right? That's free money. Yeah, let's get Opal. Play Opal. Ponder again. I wish we could afford to pass, but we really can't. And let's spin it. If they want to exile this stuff, they can go right ahead. They don't, which is fine. Also, it's annoying that we have this Jace in hand, as discussed. In one ring next turn. They could have discard, although we would want them to take LED, because otherwise they can just take Jace and blow it up and we lose. We want them to like cast cantrips and then pass underneath this grid again. No, they're going to pass with 3 mana up. Probably counter a grid or a ring. Island not the worst. Not the best, but comes the force. Days won't do it. No, force. Sure. Pass it over. Wasteland. Got him. Come on, draw off your spell bomb. More beans, okay. That puts them underneath our grid. The annoying part is that Echo's our best draw, but we can't afford to use it because of this Jace being in our hand. Oh! Alright, we just gotta go for it here. And hope they don't exile. They didn't. Wow. Okay. Alright, we have a chance. That is shocking to me. Alright, we can play our stuff out. We can PO like exactly enough cards so that we don't die to Bowman. Alright, let's do that. Tap this monolith. Play another key. Tap this monolith. Did we ponder? Maybe I'm supposed to ponder, because if I find engine, I was probably supposed to ponder earlier, but that's okay. More echo. Was that better than PO? PO is going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I take this LED. I would shuffle this if I'm not echoing. But it'll draw 3, 4, probably 5. And then we can replay our stuff. It's better if we hit Mind's Desire, because then you get all that additional storm. I think I'm supposed to echo. Yeah. Let's echo. You could frontside it, but that would mean you're just hoping to hit Otawara so that you can bounce Bowmasters. Although then they can spellbomb the echo anyways, so we're not going to be frontsiding. Do we play the grid out? 6, 7, 10, 7 mana post echo as opposed to 5 mana. More storm, and we don't redraw grid. Yeah, I'm going to play it out. Alright, let's see that desire. No desire, but we hit a 1 ring. Don't know that that winds up being good enough. Probably not. Maybe if it hits a desire. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't Seagate. Its best is Tomb. E, draw 2 more. Ponder. Don't really know what Ponder's trying to hit at this point. Not those. It's another 1 ring. It's close. But we killed ourselves. And we could have passed, and maybe we should have. When this ring was on 1. So that we weren't dead. Tough stuff. We would have had them if they didn't play Bowmasters. We would have been in a better spot if we didn't play out that grid. That 2 mana would have been very useful. Alright, Bug Beans. We want Gut Shot. We want Dress Downs. And I think that's it. Scroll Rack's a good way to draw cards without using Bowmasters. I'm actually going to keep that. Trim a key. Opal. One of these ponders. Alright, here we go. I will keep. I do like this. Let's hope they don't have a force to start. And then we can slam a ring. If they play Bowmasters, we can kill it with Gut Shot. Kept on 7, so they probably have a force. No, they do not. Let's see, this is Bug. That's fine. I'm not going to play out LED. Ponderino. Alright, they did not shuffle. Draw Desire. Get this ring down and hope they don't have a Collector Roof. Oh, yeah, I'm going to spin it. I would much rather give them random 7 cards right now and give us a chance to just go off anyways. Yeah, this is good. This is great. Should be able to win next turn. Now they're on a random 7. Hope it's garbage. They played a Wasteland and then brainstormed. I don't know why you would do that. Alright, that's it. Love it. Let's go. Oh yeah. Get in. Pretty good. Alright, Monolith. Battle. Battle. LED. Do we just Desire from here? I could PO. If I PO, then on the way back down I have 2, 3, 4. I gotta find 2 more mana somewhere. And I'm only gonna be POing for 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's risky. Let's just Desire off of Tomb. Desire for 5. PO's pretty good. When it's free. Another grid. Engine wins the game. Press down, sure. And good game, OP. You fought hard. Alright, game 3. Desire's so nuts in this deck. There's just so many big hits. Look at all these. That's 10, 21 massive hits. Go ahead and run it back. Ooh, baby. Yup. Yep. They're on 7. No! Goodbye, LED. Alright, now we draw LED. Okay. LED? Not terrible. I guess I imprint this Gut Shot. Just want to play around days. Okay. Here comes the Bowmasters. Yep. Which we could lose to, of course. And it is a bummer imprinting that Gut Shot. And also just not drawing anything. We are protected. That's for sure. We can draw any mana to slam this ring. We have a great chance. Great chance. Not another one. Oh, that's so much worse. Alright. We do get an extra card each turn. We're gonna have to do some Desire stuff. And it's gonna have to be quick. Let's draw. Okay, so we're looking for Desire. Although, honestly, I'd probably wait one more turn, even if we find it. Ugh. We're in trouble. I think we probably could have beat this Bowmasters, but Narset's pretty much a pain in the ass. Another Petal. So we need to hit Monolith plus Desire. I think I'd take the same amount of additional damage either way, so Jace is not going to get it done. Problem is Dress Down doesn't do shit to Narset, right? Alright, they got us. That is a bummer. We're 1 and 2. See you in round 4. Alright, here we go. Round 4 against Fame something. I don't know. We're on the play. We've got a grid. We've got a scroll rack. You could probably do better, but I'm going to keep. Scroll rack might be able to do some work for us. We're going to need some more mana. But I do like having grid in the opener. Alright, grid is in. Uh-oh. Don't do it. Magus? Alright. It could be worse. No Chalice. Love it. LED? That's not good. Pass it over. LED would be best. I would take any land, because then I can play Scroll Rack. Curse is a little annoying, I guess. Raw. Hey. LED. And spin it. Don't care that they use that. In fact, I'm actively happy that they already did. Island is not bad here, huh? So Monolith. Untap Monolith. Play LED. Would play the One Ring. I think I would rather try to just win right now. Lay out the Chrome Box. And spin again. Looking for a Desire here. Desire or PO? There it is. Ooh, baby. There it is. It'll be a big one. Key. Untap, play Opal. And Desire for 11. That should get it done. Ring. Ring. Under. Monolith. EO. Echo. Desire. Alright, I think we got them. Let's go ring, draw, go monolith, metal, LED, that monolith, PO for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Then we go petal, opal, petal, make some blue, play this thing, desire, F6. The rest of the deck, yeah, you see it. You see it. And then we activate Jace. Alright, we got there. Alright, we don't want grids. We want all these forces. Means we can take the LEDs out, bring in some bounce spells and removal, got a couple echoes, key, and an opal. Let's try that. I don't think this hand is good enough. One's better. Bottom opal, city start, blood moon. I don't care about blood moon. Blood moon is fine with me. Desire, not the worst draw. We're looking for petals, monoliths, keys, opals. Stuff to make this desire pop. I don't hate land drops. You got enough blue cards. Mountain, Chromox. Feels like an initiative creature. Also feels insane to force this, but is that where we are? I'm gonna let it go. I think we're probably in trouble either way, right? Oh, Trinisphere. Well, glad I held on to that. They just wanted to get their 4th mana in play. But the other mana was a land. Alright, I don't hate that. One more blue source and we can desire. Opal's turned on now. Alright, clock is ticking. Clock is ticking. They have 1 card left. Come on. Battle? Opal? Engine. Okay. That's going to be really good. Potentially. Now any 0 drop. Even a Chromox. So I can go 5 mana engine. Chromox makes 4 or 3 from monolith, 1 from imprinting, like force negation. And then even an empty any 0 would untap my Chromox and monolith there and then allow me to desire. Alright, so they're doing 6. Come on now. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ring also probably works. Desire does not. Am I cutting off outs by not playing engine yet? I don't think so. Even if I draw a ring, I can go engine, Chromox, ring. Alright, don't kill me. We're not dead on board. We have a ton of live draws here. That I will force. That's actually really bad for us. Now I don't have that blue card. I don't even know. Ring. Need a ring. Ponder. Might be able to find a ring with that, right? So we go engine, Chromox, imprint desire, tap the monolith, cast ponder. Actually a lot of good draws here. Vapor. It doesn't do it. Seagate doesn't do it. Alright, shuffle. Hey! Wow. There's a ring. Draw castable? Come on, baby. Oh, yeah. And looks like we've won the game. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Ponder. Ponder's been so good in this deck. Out of nowhere, we win. Draw, draw, draw. Mana, mana, mana. Key. Some more. Let's cast Seagate Restoration. Draw. Gotta be careful with that one. Then cast Jace. Blue. Untap a blue source. Make another blue. Cast another Seagate Restoration. For the wins. Or you can tap ring multiple times. Whatever. Wow. Did not expect to get there from that position, but we did. We got him 2-0. Easy game. We're 2-2. See you in the final round for the positive record. All right, here we go. Final round. We're on the draw. What does this hand do? Nothing quite yet, but it's so close. If we draw Soul Land, we still have to find an artifact for these opals, huh? 2, 3, 4. If I draw a petal, it's gonna be a turn 1 big old desire. Delta plus petal, huh? Another ponder. Yeah, I think I'm willing to ponder. Oh boy. That is exactly what we wanted to see. I don't even want to play this city. If we get wastelanded, then we're in trouble. Next turn, we have a desire for 5. Actually, I can ponder too. Wow. It'll be good. Alright, they brainstorm. After surveilling... Keep a card on top? They did. So on my end step, they surveilled, kept the card on top. Untapped and brainstormed. Worst case, we do have an Echo as a panic button. They, like, discard us here. Otherwise, we play out all of our mana rocks, make sure all 7 of our mana gets through. We don't want to ponder first and then, you know, they daze one of your opals and you only have 5 mana for desire. Here we go, baby. Petal. Opal. Opal. Petal. Now we go ponder. These are no good. Castable would be nice. Well, a 0 drop would have been better, but desire for 6. I mean, it's pretty powerful. We get stifled, we're in trouble. We get flustered, we're in trouble, but this is game 1. They probably don't have those. There's a ring. Another ring. EO. A Seagate restoration. An engine. Wow. Yeah, I guess we start with engine. Wow, that's just in? Just in. You have nothing? This is wild. I mean, they could have had a lot of somethings and we would still win here, but it's crazy that they have nothing. Yeah, I'll cast that monolith. Draw. That's a desire. Play LED. Draw. Yeah. That was disgusting. Love it. They really whiffed on their brainstorm. Really whiffed. They're playing Lotus Petal though, so they had no interaction. They must be playing Storm. I think they're playing Storm. Let's go no grids, no LEDs, and get these forces in. Yeah, I think that's literally it. Well, let's go. Yep. One's great. Okay. Land go after a mulligan. Probably gonna surveil with that one. I guess I don't have to play this petal. Comes the surveil. The weird part is they left the card on top that they surveilled in that game 1. Maybe it was the brainstorm, and then they just whiffed. Who knows? They left that one on top too. So this, the Epic Storm is playing Force of Will these days. On the most recent lists. 1 ring is on the stack. It's a daze. I'm gonna force this. Alright, so this is not the Epic Storm. Okay, they also have a force, which is annoying. This could just be Ermanator, and they're playing a petal or 2, or 4. Whatever. I don't think they've actually surveilled the card once. Always the one they want. That's so close. Yeah, I think I want to just get this engine in. Now, ring is an I win button. Opal, petal. There's a dark ritual. Freezing up a little bit here, but the clock is still going, so I don't think this is the full crash. Yeah, this is just the... Oh, Doomsday. Okay, okay. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't consider Doomsday. I don't think I've seen Surveillance in Doomsday. I think they should have them, but... So yeah, let's see. Ring, petal, opal, not Chromox. Just a blue land could do it. PO technically, but probably not. Gives us, like, I guess a redraw for ring. A force could potentially keep us alive another turn and get us the redraw we need for a ring. Plenty of outs here. Obviously, if they kill us right now, we're dead. Or if they go for it now, we're dead. Oop. Looks like they have it. Multiple cyclers. They had a Force of Will, no blue card. Cycling. Yeah, we dead. So close. Moto's not going to let us see the next card. On the play, do we just go LED Echo? Probably not. But maybe. We want Dress Down. That's for sure. I think I want the forces. An engine and a key. I will keep. It's either turn 1 ring or turn 2 ring with backup. Alright, Monolith just kind of went in immediately. So I'm going to see if we can just get in. Street Wraith. Okay, we're in. Blue card? No. We just gotta hope they don't have a turn one. Wander, alright. Wander pass. I like it. Desire, okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With backup. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or 1, 2. It's only gonna be for 3. We could wait. Could wait, just draw more cards, have multiple forces. I'm gonna desire. Because I have a desire. Yes, I do, and I know you do too. Let's go. Ooh. Oh! Wow! Holy shnikes. I think we echo first. And it's just in. Didn't really hit any mana rocks. 2, 3, 4, 5. PO. PO for show. Oh no, actually. You hardly hit anything. Think we can still pull it off though. Let's imprint one of the POs. Because this PO is free. Like literally free. So we can go key. We should have left one artifact on board. But I think we can pull it off here. Let's draw 3. Yeah, because now we can play out monoliths. Imprint one of these desires. Play monolith. Monolith. Play key. Play opal. Still not enough for this desire. Shy 1 blue source. We got a PO again. Tap these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This should be enough. That's an engine. Monolith. Monolith. Romox. Imprint an echo. Play engine. Opal. Tap, tap, taparoo. We have 29 cards in deck. I think they're scooping. Then we just get to desire a whole deck and win with Jace. Wow, another 3-2. So consistently 3-2ing. Okay, so the deck felt extremely powerful, legitimately slow, admittedly and occasionally clunky, as you would expect, but you just can't argue with the power level. I'm going to have to play around with Scroll Rack a bit more. Obviously, it didn't really come up. We only even saw it once or twice and just kind of went past it. Ponder was consistently phenomenal. Card found us multiple wins on the spot the second we cast it. It's definitely the one that you want. Ponder's the best at having the best odds at finding a single card, and you're usually looking for either LED, Echo, or Desire, or your second land drop. I do like how clean the sideboarding is in terms of using forces, grids. I also like how reasonably powerful a deck still is despite putting 8 forces into it. And then even if there's a couple cards you want to put on top of it, some sort of removal, it's not a huge deal at that point to trim on echoes because you don't have the LEDs anymore anyways. And you still have a reasonably high density of action, and you wind up with like 35 or something blue cards. Those are all like really good things that are oftentimes huge challenges in these mono blue combo builds. I'm not sure that I would change anything. It's certainly a delicacy in terms of how many of these, like what do you actually do with the mana base, especially since this is an Echo deck. There's, we're only running 10 lands. So you have fewer options with lands when you're running significantly fewer lands. But I know what has felt the smoothest in the Epic Gamble, so I pretty much ran with that sort of thing when it came to the lands. I want an island, I think I want an Odawara. And 6 has felt like a good number in the Epic Gamble for soul lands. You want more, but you do have a lot of blue pip requirements, so you can't just go ham on all on soul lands. Even with 6, there are some inconsistencies, but it's a trade-off so that you have the higher power level, of course. Especially in the force matchups, it just felt like, okay, we have multiple forces, and all you have to do is find a couple of soul lands and cast a ring. And this card makes Desire so much better. Being able to play 4 Desire is so huge. Just having this density of ginormous cards for Desire is incredible. Echo really rounds things off. It allows you to be low to the ground and fast with Lion's Eye Diamond, and then still winds up being a very large top end for Mind's Desire. And it means your deck is not linear. So we don't have to worry about our Jace getting discarded. Of course, Surgical could be an issue, but we know it can come back because of Echo. So all in all, I've been generally impressed. This is basically what I wanted to see when this was initially unbanned. So it took me a long time of mono blue brewing various decks to wind up coming back to a build that makes sense and works of this style. It is, of course, up against the Epic Gamble, and you have to ask yourself, well, what is it doing that the Epic Gamble isn't? And is that worth it? I'd have to play with it more. Obviously, I'm not suggesting at this moment that it seems better than the Epic Gamble, because I don't think it does. But there's something to be said about having access to 8 Force of Wills post-board. Dress down is sweet. Your Bounce spells actually being in color. And Jace is just a pretty sweet win con. But that's going to do it. Don't forget to check out my links below where you can see my Patreon. I do plenty of live streaming on Twitch. Get into my members Discord within the Storm Discord. And send in some dono decks. I do love playing other people's brews and tweaking and sparking that conversation and innovation. That's what I'm here to do, you know? So keep storming, y'all. See you next time.